I'm back again. I'm back again, guys. It's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure having you guys join me here every week. Whatever it is that fascinates you guys, that intrigues you guys, that interests you guys to join me here weekly, just know I'm very appreciative of you people. I'm very appreciative of my audience. It's the BC Balo podcast. You already know I'm role here, and this week we are going to be listening to another mind-blowing story from my anonymous caller. Whatever is going on with you, you need someone to talk to. You have to let it out. So if you're out there willing to call me and express yourself, tell me anything you want to get off your chest, rant, confessions, is actually very easy to get on my platform. All you have to do is send me a mail at bcbalopodcast@gmail.com, and voila, you are here. You are talking to me. We are, both of us are talking to each other. It's that easy. Let me help you share your story. So without wasting much of your time, let's get right into today's story. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you doing today?
I'm very good. What about you?
I'm very well. Thank you so much for calling on my platform. Thank you so much. Do you have a confession to make or a rap?
Actually, I'm here to rant.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm here to rant is because the culprit wife is,
What?
will I say, I said the reason why I'm here to rant is because the culprit's wife watches YouTube. Like, she really loves to watch stuff on YouTube. And I'm hoping that this will go viral and if we get to her. And again, if she knows my voice, that she can recognize my voice on the phone.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. That's interesting.
Okay.
I'm here for you.
All right. I don't know where to start, but let me just start this way. This story is a very, very long story, and I've actually had it bottled up in me for a very long time. It's something that I could not tell my mom. Neither was I able to tell my sister. But then it's almost messed my mental health. Years ago, I used to be a teacher. I used to work. And there was this man that I worked with. The reason why I wanted to work that period was because there was no fun, and then my parents were not really buoyant enough to like send me to school. I was like, okay, since they're not able to send me to school, let me help them out. Let me work. My dad was actually against me working. He didn't want me to work. But I'm like, there's no how I'll just stay at home and be looking. Let me just also and work. So then I went to this man's school. I went to apply for a job. He owns a school. I went to apply
Okay.
for a job. Like, he said, what are your qualifications? I told him that I just finished my WAEC a year ago, so I don't have any qualification. Then he was like, oh, okay, that he's going to see how he's going to like squeeze me into, just look for a space for me in the school. I said, okay, no wahala.
As
He
a
collected my
teacher.
number. Yes, as a teacher.
Okay.
So he collected my number and collected my PV. Next day he called me. When I left, next day he called me. He said he was going to get back to me before the weekend. But I was surprised. The next day, this man called me. He was like, I can resume the next day. I'm like, how? He said, I'm very lucky that you resume my work the following day. Blah, 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 blah. That when he saw me, he liked me. And he just sees me as somebody that has potentials. And again, I'm like, I am a young lady. And again, it's just a little way he can just used to assist me. Mind you, at that time I was like 16 to 17 years old. And in my CV, my age was there. So then he knew my age.
Okay.
So the following day, I was so excited. I told my mom about it. She was also happy. I started working with this man. And I noticed that he was giving me this VVIP treatment. He would tell me, and whenever I want to Whenever I want to mark, whenever I want to relax, come to his office, and to relax, I'm like, oh, really? Like, this man made me feel so comfortable around him. We became very close, although I was watching the closeness because I didn't want any issue with the other staffs that were
Okay.
working for him. So I was like, is this man an angel sent from God? Because he made everything so easy for me. And I was liking it, don't let me lie. Sometimes he would tell me what I want to eat, get me lunch. It was just so nice. So later, he started making his intention known to me. He was telling me, oh, he would like to have one or two things to do with me. I'm like, sir, this man then he was older than me. He was like in his late 30s. He was telling me, oh, he would like to have more of me. He would like to date me. He sees me as the responsible lady. He's not married already. He had a kid, but then he would like to marry me. I'm a responsible girl. I told him, I said, sir, I'm just 16 years old. I don't intend to get married now. He was saying I should leave this, I should leave that talk, that nobody's saying mama and papa bonus. I started feeling uncomfortable.
Wait, were
I was not going
there other female teachers in that school?
There were other female teachers. See,
Wonder what he might have tried with them before he came.
I have no idea because most of the teachers there were ladies. We had like maybe three to four male teachers, but the rest
We're
were
all
ladies. Were
women.
women actually, people's
Wow.
wives.
Wow. Okay.
So I started feeling uncomfortable. Sometimes we just feel some kind of way, now, kind of stupid way. Like he's trying to like seduce me with his eyes, the kind of rubbish looks. Like, I'm like, okay, let me just calm down and look for a while. When I'm able to like save up, I will leave. So
Good idea.
one fateful day, this man called me to his office. He was like, oh, he would like to send me on an errand. I should please go to his house and help him pick a document. I was now wondering, pick a document. He said yes. I said, for what? He said that he wanted to pick a document that morning before leaving the house, but then he forgot. And I was like, okay, where is your house? He said his house is not far from the school. I was like, okay, now since this man is my boss and he has been a nice person, I was not even looking at the fact that he was asking me out. I just saw him as a nice person. I said, since this man is a nice person, let me help him do let me help him run this errand. I got to the house and then I started looking for this document. I was there, I was looking for this thing for more than 10 minutes. I'm like, I did not see this thing. Let me call this man to explain somewhere else. Like if there's somewhere else that he might have kept it, he should at least tell me. So I called him. He did not pick. I called him like 5 times, he did not pick. I was even about to do. I want my friend, just keep searching, you might see it. I just wanted to like get it for him. Sure you understand?
Yeah,
I was still searching for it. And before you know it, somebody just came from behind and held me in his apartment. When I turned, I saw him. I'm like, now you scared me. He said that when I was calling him, he was driving. And I'm saying, why you know that you will be home? Why did you now send me to come and help you pick this stuff up? He was like, he's not going to lie. No, before that, he locked the door. When he locked the door, he went to hide the key. I don't know where he hid the key. I just knew that he went into the kitchen and then he came outside. Then he started all his stories. He's not going to lie to me. He cannot get his eyes off me. He really likes me. He loves me. That he wants to get me pregnant. He cannot afford to see me with another man. And I'm like, yo, you don't know anything about my relationship status. You don't know anything. You don't know anything about me. What's all this one you're saying? I just came to work for you. He said he knows, but then he cannot let me go. He must impregnate me. He knows that if he impregnates me, I'm not going to have an option. I will have to marry him. That I should not worry. He will take good care of me. He will Better for my educational stuff. You take good care of my family. Hmm. At this point, BC, my heart, my mind was raising, my heart was raising.
His house. He tricked you to his house.
Exactly, he did. And I knew that this type of man, there's no how I will fight him and then I will win, because then I was very, very slim. In fact, I had no flesh. And this man was very tall. This man is like 6'4", if I'm not mistaken. Very, very tall and huge. So how do I want to find that kind of person when I'm not David? He first pushed me to his bed. This man was acting like he was possessed. He was acting like he was on some type of drug, because I never saw him in that kind of way before. Hey, this man pushed me on the bed, started to harass me sexually. He tore my shirt. He was trying to reach out for my boobs. I was putting on a skirt that day, and for some reason I don't even know, I wore a bomb shot under my skirt that day. Something I never do. I don't like wearing underwears. I only like putting on my panties and then I'm done. But I don't know what happened that day. I wore a jean bomb shot that day. This man tore my skirt. The next thing,
God.
I was fighting so hard. I didn't know where that strength came from. I was just fighting. I was begging him, please, sir, just let me go. Please, sir, just let me go. This man was like, no, that he's not going to let me go. That he was telling me, I must impregnate you. I must impregnate you. He said, please, sir, don't do this to me. I was crying. Don't do this to me. Then he stood up, was like, okay, if you're not going to allow me have sex with you, then give me a head.
What the
He said,
hell?
I said, sir, I can't do it. He said, so you're not going to allow me have sex with you, and you're not going to give me the head? That means you're not ready.
Did you scream? Like, did you not have neighbors, gate man?
I was screaming before then. This man, when he was talking about him impregnating me and all that, he switched on his deck. He started playing music, and then he increased the deck to the loudest volume. When I told him I was going to scream, he told me that if I like, I scream from now till next year. Nobody's going to help me. He then penetrated his finger. He inserted the first finger. He was shouting, "You are so tight. Oh my God, you are so tight." Next thing, he went to me the second finger. He was like, "Damn, you are so tight. Just give up. Just stop fighting it. I know you want this thing." And I said I was crying. And the next thing, he went in with the third finger. I was like, okay, let me succumb to all this. Let me just do whatever he wants me to do. But then I was not able to do it. Knowing that I was a virgin then, I was scared of being raped. Even if I want to lose my virginity, not in that kind of way. Not in that manner.
Not that way.
Yes. Not in that way. And I did not for once tell this man that I was a virgin. I did not. Even sometimes he would try to have that kind of conversation with me. He would say, you don't defuck Abi. In the office, so telling me you don't defuck Abi.
Someone like that is not fit to run that kind of business. What kind of sick person is that?
I don't understand. You will be asking stupid questions. Have you had sex before? What was the first sex like? And I was in his office marking notes. You'll be asking the kind of question. I would be like, why?
So how did you get out?
So when he pushed my head to his dick, when I knelt down, I wanted to do it. I didn't even feel like let me go. I wanted to do it, but then I could not just do it. I could not bring myself to do it. And then I don't know, that strength just came out from nowhere. I just remembered a movie where one man was trying to rape a girl and then she gave him blow. Like she gave him blow on his testicles, and then it actually became the man. That was what even came to my head at that moment. And that was the same thing I did.
You hit him in his balls.
Yes, I hit him in his balls.
Nice.
And then he fell to the ground.
Nice.
And while he was shouting, I started looking for the key because I told you he already locked the door.
Yeah.
So I started looking for the key. I searched for the key. This man was still on the ground because I hit him so hard. Then one man told me that I should go into the kitchen because I saw him come out of the kitchen when he entered the apartment. Then I ran to the kitchen. I opened the cupboard up and then I saw the key. When I took the key, I just opened the door. I didn't even take my bag. I didn't take anything. I just took my sandals outside and I ran out. I was just walking on the road. People were looking at me. My clothes was torn, my top was torn, my skirt was torn. I was just walking on the road. And then this man came out from nowhere. He just drove past me. When he drove past me, he now waited at the front. I just walked. When I walked and I got to where he was, he just said, Ace. When he said his, I did not answer. Then he kept following me. I was still walking, kept following me with his car. And he was like, don't you get inside here? Why are you acting like you are a saint? Why are
The
you acting like
audacity. The audacity. The audacity of this man.
why are you acting like a saint? Why are you acting like you did not really like all those things I did? Why are you acting? Are you even a virgin? Even if you're a virgin, are you the only virgin in this world? I said, let me change your life. This man was saying this thing on the road while I was walking and he was in his car. He was saying, I want to change your miserable life. You are behaving like a fool. This man was insulting me. He was saying, you better stop disgracing yourself and just get into the car. Let me drop you. I didn't say anything. I was still looking. That's
Hope
how
you didn't get in the car.
No, I did not.
Okay.
He had my bag in his car. So he just threw my bag out, threw it on the floor. I was like, take your rubbish bag. And then he zoomed off. I just picked my bag and then I walked. I did not even know I was walking to. I just knew that I was walking. I walked for like more than an hour. When I now got to one junction, I just picked a bike and I went to. And then I got home, I slept off. When my mom came back, I was contemplating. I was thinking, should I tell her? Should I not tell her? Should I tell my dad? I was just thinking, but then I don't want issues.
Yeah.
People have enough on their plate already. Will I now start adding my own? And then kids now think that my dad already warned me not to work. It means that I shouldn't work, that I should not worry. God will make a way. But then I cannot just be staying at home. I need to help them. I need to assist them. The next morning, I woke up. I was thinking, should I go to work or not go to work? But then I was like, okay, this is the end of the month. Let me just go to work and collect my salary.
At least you had to get your salary. You worked for it.
Yes. I just said, let me go say, can I see my salary? I went to his office. I was like, hello, sir. Good morning, sir. I still greeted him like the usual me. I did not act like something happened. I greeted him normally. I said, good afternoon. Good morning. He said, good morning. Hey, what is the problem? I said, please, sir, I want to collect my salary. I don't used to remind him. I didn't used to ask him. He just called me, hello, come on. No, normally, I would just enter his office or you just send somebody to call me. But then when I got to work, I was waiting for him to send someone to call me. He didn't send someone to call me. I was like, maybe this man won't send somebody to call me. Let me go myself. So I got to his office. I knocked, said, come in. I said, envelope. I went outside and I opened the envelope. I saw 4,000. I was confused.
How much was your initial salary?
8,000.
Like your salary was 8,000 naira?
Yes, 8,000 naira.
Okay.
So I saw 4,000 naira or 3,000 naira there about. It's a long time, so I cannot really remember. I think it was 4,000 or 3,000 naira.
Okay.
So I now went to his office. I was like, sir, I don't understand this money. Did you make a mistake? He said, what mistake? That's what I deserve. That's what I'm worth. That he has been paying me 8,000 naira. That do I think that what I work is worth 8,000 naira? I said, I was trying to explain. This man just started shouting at me, was shouting, calling me names. He embarrassed me. He called his other teachers that were in the school, was shouting. Is it because he does not want to talk? Is it because he doesn't want to talk that he sent me to his house? I stole his watch. I stole valuables in his house when he sent me to help him pick a file up in his house. Now I'm here expecting my full salary. That I'm supposed to be happy that he even gave me anything at all. So they're shouting, in fact, I should
He
leave
called you
school.
a thief.
Yes.
Damn.
Like, in fact, I should leave his school. I should never come back to school again. He doesn't want to see me. He doesn't want to see a thief in his school. And you know,
Damn.
those people started looking at me. This man said a whole lot of things to me.
You couldn't defend yourself or anything. You couldn't.
I could not defend myself because what would I say? Who would believe me?
Oh my God.
I just took my
So
bag.
even up until now, you've not told your mom, you've not told anybody about it, even though it
I
happened
haven't
a
told
long time
anybody.
ago. Wow.
I have not told anybody till date. Like I don't even have the boss tell my mommy that look at what happened. I cannot. I can't even tell my siblings. I can't tell anybody. I just said, oh, let me even come and say this thing here. Hoping that someday, I don't know when his wife is going to get, like when this video will get to his wife or when this podcast will get to his wife. But I just want to know that, I just want us to know that her husband is a very, very terrible man.
Hopefully she'll hear this.
He's a
Hopefully
very terrible man. And
she'll
God
watch this
will
one
punish
day.
him honestly. God will punish him seriously. He's not going to.
So everyone in that school believed that you were sent away because you were a thief.
Everyone there believed that I was a
He
thief, and that was why I was.
successfully disseminated misinformation about you. Wow, that's
Yes.
not nice. That's not nice at all. If you still get to see him, you've never thought to confront him.
I've actually seen him once. I've seen him once,
After
one
that
time
time.
like that. Yes, after that time. And this man came to me acting like he did not do shit to me. He
Yeah.
came to me saying, oh, is this you? You look different now. You look much more better now. He was saying rubbish. And I'm like, the F1 tree. Like,
I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm so sorry I had to go through all this. I'm so sorry. I feel we should confront him, like let everybody know what he did. It feels like he's one boss or one gangster that can get away with such atrocity. I'm so sorry that had to happen to you. I feel you should tell your mom, tell your dad. It happened a long time ago. If you let them know what you went through that time, that one time you tried getting a job, if you let them know how it went, I feel like now no one is ever going to blame you for trying to get a job or trying to make a living for yourself. I'm so sorry I had to go through all that, and I really appreciate you calling on my platform to share this story. Thank you so much. Guys, that's it on today's episode, man. That was a very sad story, because to think that there are a lot of sexual assaulters, rapists out there that are going about without anybody having to make them pay for their atrocities. They're just going about thinking they are untouchable. Nobody is questioning them or trying to bring them to book for the atrocities they've committed. It's really sad. There are a lot of people out there that have sexually assaulted both men and so there are a lot of people out there that have assaulted people, and up until now, the people they've damaged, they've traumatized, cannot speak up. If you have anyone that has sexually assaulted you in any way, please find the courage to speak up. You cannot keep making your assaulter feel like they are untouchable. They need to be brought to book. The trauma they brought to you, they need to face the same kind of trauma, because it is really sad. Man, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in for this episode. I really appreciate it. Please do like, share, subscribe, put on my post notification, and follow me on all my social media platforms as displayed on your screen. Till next week, guys. Bye.